Hi guys, welcome to Money Talks brought to you by Life Covet. I am Anishilo, Jimmy Anishilo, and today we are going to be looking at the biggest endorsement deals in sports history. You know, the likes of Nike, Adidas. Don't let me spoil the fun because I have today, as usual, Ayola, our analyst,
Hi, Jimmy.
who is fresh off an endorsement deal.
Amen.
You know you have this money.
Please.
Look at your pockets, how they are swollen. Now money they deal.
My helpers, don't listen to Jimmy, please. I'm still looking for help.
Okay,
Thank you.
Keep on whining all of us there. Well, yeah, let's get into the meat of the matter. The biggest endorsement deals in sports history.
The most expensive endorsement deals in sports history. Definitely, you expect to see the biggest names in sports, and it's no surprise. Number 5 is actually a tie at number 5. NBA star Kevin Durant, who signed with Nike for $300 million for 10 years. He's also tied with tennis legend Roger Federer, who signed with Uniqlo from Nike, actually. And he earned a $300 million contract, also over 10 years. And when you move into the top 4, it's something I like to call the Billionaires Club, because everyone in the top 4 has earned $1 billion or more from endorsement deals. In fact, from number 4 to number 2, they're all tied on $1 billion. We have LeBron James with Nike, who he has always been with Nike really since he was a rookie, and in 2015 he upgraded his contract to $1 billion lifetime contract.
Wow.
And soon after, Lionel Messi with Adidas did something similar in 2017. Even though he's also been with Adidas since 2006, he also upgraded his contract in 2017 to also $1 billion lifetime contract. And his number one nemesis also did the same with Nike in 2016 and upgraded to a $1 billion lifetime contract as well. And at number 1, surpassing all the other athletes in the world. Number 1 is Michael Jordan, who is on a $1.3 billion contract with Nike, making his endorsement deal with Nike the largest ever in sports history.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but notice that it seems like I think number 1 Nike,
Mhm.
2 Nike,
Mhm.
okay, 3 is Adidas,
Mm.
4 Nike,
Yeah.
5 Nike again. Is it that Nike are just we call them animal show? You understand? You know, they just like giving out those endorsement deals.
I mean, there's still a company, so there's no way that they'll just be giving out money for charity. They also make a huge killing from the merchandise that they
Yeah,
make of
I
these
get that, but
players.
it looks like they are very
But
free with those.
what
How many
what
people
what
endorse
makes
them?
Nike special is that they are very invested in athletes.
Oh.
It's ingrained in their, should I say, company policy. You see people like Michael Jordan when he was coming up. They're one of the people who really, when they sold him a pitch, it was clear that they believed in the athletes. They were not just trying to, leech off him. Like, no offense, but it it sometimes looks like these other brands are trying to leech off the artists, or rather the athletes, to get something or the other. But Nike are very invested in athletes, and that's why they are more open, should I say, to paying out large sums.
So now coming back to the athletes and the endorsement deals, this endorsement deals, does it affect the athlete's valuation? Like maybe when you get an endorsement deal, does it increase your valuation as an athlete?
No, it would increase revenue, definitely. So you definitely, someone like Lionel Messi, for example, will be one of the highest paid athletes in the world, thanks partly
So
to his
his
Adidas
his Adidas
contract
contract.
and the sponsorship that he gets from them. But at the end of the day, it is actually your valuation as a player that
Wow.
affects your sponsorship or your ability to attract sponsors.
So you must have money
So
to attract money.
you must be valuable to attract money. So that means you must be at the
Hmm.
top of your game. You must be the best of the best, or at least one of the best of the best, and then you're able to attract deals from. Most people attract deals, but you're able to attract mega deals from people like Nike, Adidas, and so on.
So no endorsement deal for me with that.
No.
Wow, thank you for that. Still speaking on endorsements, that I'm
Mm.
talking about. Now, we've spoken before on this show, we talked about the most valuable Nigerian players.
Mhm.
Among top of the list was Osimhen, who is, high ranked in the world. But why is it that it looks like Nigerian players don't attract these endorsement deals?
Well,
Or at least the expensive ones,
yeah.
so to speak.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not just about what you're valued. It's also about your marketability.
Hmm.
It's
Word.
also about
Let me write that down.
what the company can leverage you to sell. So, for example, if you're a Nigerian player and let's say you're signed to Nike, they would have an expectation of how many Nike Nigerian jerseys you'll be able to sell to people in Nigeria. So it might not be as valuable to Nike or
I know why I'm
to
laughing.
brands or sponsors
Yeah.
to invest in such markets. But
Where Okushidi from Abadede.
but I mean, at the end of the day, with the way things are going and with the growth that we've seen in Nigeria and the global influence that Nigerian players have, I think it's just a matter of time before we see the first Nigerian global superstar on a mega contract like this. We don't know exactly who it's going to be, but I feel genuinely like it's a matter of time. We see someone like Osimhen, we see what he's done in a place like Galatasaray. So definitely brands would look and say, oh, the people of Turkey are in love with Osimhen. This is a market that we can tap based on Osimhen's popularity here. So it's like I said, it's a matter of time.
So it's not about your valuation, it's about your marketability. Ayola Kelechi 2025, which has now told us why it looks like Nigerian athletes, even the most valuable ones, do not get these endorsement deals. Even though he also says that it's only a matter of time before we get the first Nigerian superstar. Who do you think is going to be? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I am Anushilo, Jimmy Anushilo, and this is Money Talks brought to you by Life's Covet.